Okay, let me put on my glasses. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Anyway, so as you can tell, this is a collection video. What I'm doing is, you know, and everybody said it, since I put them all here, let's start talking about the collections. I have talked about collections in the past, but the collections have grown. It was on my other channel, which kind of gets buried in my live streams. So I am going to be revisiting things that I haven't done recently. And I have not talked about this house in a minute. Y'all know what I'm talking about because you watched the intro. I don't know what music I'm going to have, but I have some music in my head. So I'm going to say this in case I can't find the right music. But what my music I wanted to use for the intro was a very 60s. I don't know why, but in my head that just works for my collection. And that's going to be an intro I use when I do these type of things, because I kind of like it. Anyway, let's talk Serge Lutens. All right, so let's talk Serge Lutens, the house. Right now, I own, do I have them all out? I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have 12 from the house. Quite a bit, quite a lot. I know a lot of y'all didn't know I had this many because I don't talk about them as much as I could. But one of the reasons why is because I find Serge Lutens such a unique house. And it's relatively inexpensive for a niche house. You can find the majority of them at a really good price. So when I do, I just snatch them. I actually had another one, but I gave to Brandon, and I'll tell you about that one. I'll put the picture up whenever I get to it. But yeah, anyway, so yes, let's get to it. So Serge Lutens is, of course, a French house that is headed by Serge Lutens, who was a French photographer, fashion photographer, things like this. What you will find is usually like the majority of these have been, the perfumer is Christopher Sheldrake, and he does most of the fragrances for the house of Serge Lutens. They are all quite interesting. They definitely have a style that is specific to Serge Lutens. Now I'm trying to say like all the other people who speak French, you know what I'm saying? Because haven't you all noticed there's some people who speak very clear English and then they they have a French word and they go straight into their French accent. Comment? And things like that. It drives me insane. Or is it just me? You know what I'm saying? Like they're talking like me, and then all of a sudden they'll say 1, 2 words, and it'll be like, "Oh, de parfum." But anyway, girl, I'm like, really? It's like, say it, yes, but you don't have to go straight like I am off the Riviera. You know, I've been living in Paris my whole life. I don't know. It's just okay. That's just a slight annoyance. So my bad. So let me just go on. But anyway, Serge Lutens has the style. You can find something that is quite interesting, quite unique, and not all the same. You know, like some fragrance houses, they're very similar. A lot of the things very similar. Not Serge. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the first one I ever had that I bought because I heard about it, and that is Detour Noir. So Detour Noir is this beautiful coconutty tuberose. It is very popular. It is very sexy and a compliment getter. Now, I know everybody doesn't like Detour Noir, but honestly, it is this beautiful tuberose with a coconut in it. People think of it as a summertime fragrance. I like it all year round. It lasts, it stays. It doesn't project out as much as some of the other ones, but it is a stunning, beautiful coconutty tuberose with a little vanilla, a little musky. There we go. That is Detour Noir. Now, next up was the other one, because I want to show you the first ones I bought. This is Féminité du Bois. Now, I actually have this in a travel size because I wound up getting in the travel size. That's what I actually use because it was so beautiful. It's a black bottle, and it was like two 30 mils, and it was super inexpensive. Matter of fact, I saw some other ones I might be getting, but that's another story. Okay, Feminine Dubois. This to me is it's got plum, it's got spices in it. It is, for me, my Thanksgiving. I always think of this as Thanksgiving. Specifically Thanksgiving, the holidays. It's warm, it's cozy. It's definitely to be worn with a sweater. It's got a little spiciness and this sweetness from the plum. It is just a beautiful, just wonderful. I find it just a really stunning, not a literal gourmand, but such a beautiful take on a gourmand that it's worth having to me. Now then, of course, I had to get Serge, which is, Serge is a very popular, very iconic Serge Lutens. And so you have to really like this. This is deep, rich. It's got some honey in it. It's got spices in it. It's as deep and dark as the color of the juice. And it is just, it is beautiful on, it is perfectly unisex. It'll smell good on everybody. It has a rich sexiness to it, especially on men. It's just a deep, rich. This is not for everybody. It has this hay note that takes a little bit to get used to. Because when I first got it, I was like, I don't get the hype. But then after I had it for a while, wore it a couple of times, I was like, okay, I see why people like it. I see why people like it. Then we're going to go with 5 o'clock Eau Gingembre. This is a ginger tea. If you love ginger, if you love tea-based fragrances, you want to get 5 o'clock Eau Gingembre. It is, this is definitely another sweater weather, warm, cozy one. It has the ginger, is more of a cooking spice ginger. It's not like a strong, just in your face ginger. This is more of a sweet, it comes off as a sweet teed ginger that is just perfect for this time of weather. You know, it's 30 degrees here in Chicago. It's a great one for this time of year. Trust and believe it is. Now, I'm going to go with my more deeper ones, and I'm going to get into a different vibe on Serge that I have. So let's keep going on those. Which one is this one? This is a new one that I have. This is La Dompteuse en Cage. I think that's how you say it. La Dompteuse en, whatever, the caged bird. I think that's what I heard it is. It's the caged bird. This is a this is a rich fragrance. Okay, so this is they only have 3 notes that they list. They say frangipani, ylang ylang, and oh man, I've been into ylang ylang lately. But what it is for me, it's this beautiful yellow floral with this really the almond is not present. You know, it's not like it's this in your face beautiful almondy, but what it does is that it gives it this powderiness and a little depth to it. I know there's other notes in here that they're not talking about because it has this really sweetness to it. Now I know ylang ylang will give you a sweetness, but it's got this sweet character to it, quality to it that is quite interesting. Now, you know, looking at it and it says frangipani and ylang ylang, you think of it as a summer fragrance, but this really isn't. It's so deep, it's so rich, it's got a sweetness to it that I'm putting it for my fall fragrances. Look at how deep and rich that is. So yeah, that's where I'm going with it. All right, then we have Fils de Joie. This is a honeyed white floral with a little musk in it. So it has like jasmine in it. This has some orange blossom. It's got honey in it. Now, I will honestly say this is not for everybody. Neither is a Dompteuse en Cage without trying it first. Because this is a definite, you have to have a like for this type of thing. So this is, like I said, it's got this rich honey in it. And then you get the white florals. The jasmine is very strong, but it's a very indolic jasmine. So it's a very heady, very intoxicating fragrance. And it has to be tried to understand. This is just feels de joie. Definitely this time of year. Definitely has that kind of cozy, kind of in front of a fireplace, chilling kind of vibe. You know, just in front of a fireplace with the you know, heat from that, you know, fire coming from. That sounded real stupid, but you know what I'm saying. You're sitting there, it's got this, you know, it's nice cozy warmth coming from that fire. You're drinking a nice spiked hot chocolate, which I am going to get me one in a few. Yes, and it's nighttime, it's daytime, but I'm having one. And wearing this. This is like cuddles, but a very sophisticated, elegant cuddle. Now this is one of my favorite fragrances. I just got to be honest. This is one of my favorite fragrances. Whew, child. This is Fleurs d'Oranger. This is one of the most perfect orange blossoms that I own. And I own a lot of orange blossoms. And if you would like to see an orange blossom vibe video, let me know. Oh my God, this is so good. There's cumin in it, so it gives it this rich depth to it, but this is just this intoxicating orange blossom. Baby, this lasts on your skin. It lasts forever on your clothes. When you walk into a room, people will smell you. You will smell like a beautiful orange blossom garden with a little bit of mystery to you. So this is Serge Lutens Fleurs d'Oranger. Oh, it's one of my favorites. Now let's get into something a little lighter weight, because Serge has a lot of like deep fragrances, but I have found some that are a little lighter, a little more zestier on the skin. So let's just talk about them. This is Nuit de Salafan. This is a pretty, beautiful, fruity floral, but like I always say, his don't come off like if you were just gonna go get like a basic standard one, like from the, you know, Ulta or Sephora. It doesn't vibe like that. It definitely has a sophisticated edge to it. It has this, it's just, so there is a little honey in it that gives it a little sweet, like a drizzle of honey that gives it a sweet richness to it. But all in all, it's just this beautiful fruity floral. What reminds me of this, now let me just give y'all this imagery that I always give when I think of this. When I got this and I smelled it, it reminded me of watching like an old 60s movie, like somebody, like when they're going to like the Riviera, sort of like Grace Kelly in To Catch a Thief, where it's the top is down and they're going through the mountains and it's beautiful, sunny. They're on the way to the Riviera and they've got like a scarf flowing in the wind. That is what I see that is what I think of when I think of this scent, because it's got this real like very like French Riviera summertime vibe to it. So that is Nuit de Salafan. Then we have this. Now this is Claire de Musk. Y'all, this is just a really stunning musk. That's exactly what it is. It is a clear musk. It's not a lot to it. It's just a simple, clean musk. You will smell like you have just taken a shower. This is perfect for the summertime, or when you just want to smell clean and fresh. You know, they talking about this clean girl aesthetic. Honey, Claire de Musk is if you're going for that, you need this. Claire de Musk is just this gorgeous, clean vibe. Claire de Musk. I'm here to tell you. Then we have La Verge de Fer. Now, this is something that you have to try. It has this metallic vibe to it. It's got this pear note, but it's like this kind of metallic-y pear. Listen, I know that sounds crazy, but it is so beautiful. It's a little, gets a little musky, but it's just like this clean, fresh, metallic-y pear vibe. I know it does not sound like it makes sense, but I promise you, this is so just everyday, kicking it, going, you know, like wear this to work, wear this when you're going shopping. This is an easy reach, even though it doesn't sound like it's an easy reach. It is. So this is La Verge de Fer. Next up is this one. I'm going to stop here. This is Fleurs de Citronnière. Now, I got this at the same time as I bought Orange, Fleurs d'Oranger. And this is a lemon blossom. So this is much, this is like, I thought it was going to be like, almost like a sister to Fleurs d'Oranger. I said, oh, lemon. So I'm going to get the orange blossom and I'm going to get the lemon blossom. But this is, much, where Fleurs d'Oranger is very strong, very bright. This is a very mellow. It's like a lemon sorbet. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like a lemonade, but it's like a lemon sorbet. So there's a little bit of, it's a little more subdued. And it's one of those things that would be, this does last. It doesn't project out a lot, but this is definitely a spring summer fragrance because it's a very delicate lemon. It's a delicate musky lemon. And it's just like one of those things where you very ladylike, you know, like I'm saying, like it's one of those things like the ladies going to tea. This is like something that vibes like we're going to have tea at the, you know, we're going to go to high tea and we're just going to be very beautiful, very understated, very subdued. This is Fleurs de Citronnière. Ouch. I done hurt my hands, y'all. I don't know what's going on. Y'all see this bun? This is, this is the 2-minute bun because I need to wash my hair, but I wanted to film because once I wash my hair, I ain't filming for a couple of days. Anyway, the last one is Santal Blanc. Okay, the most popular, that they say Santal from Serge Lutens, Santal Majuscule. I have tried it. I still might get a bottle of it because honestly, it was leaning a little too masculine to me, but it was the first time I tried it. It might not be that, but now Santal Blanc is that girl. Whereas Santal Majuscule is very rich and deep. This is a lightweight sandalwood. It is exactly what it says. It's Santal Blanc. It is this lightweight, beautiful summertime sandalwood. It's got enough sandalwood to give you that, you know, woody vibe, but then it has a freshness to it. I fell in love. I smelled this in I had a sample of it and I immediately went to find it. I was like, oh, I need this. Yeah, the sandalwood is beautiful, but it's a very subdued, very chill, a little fruity, a little floral sandalwood. It is just really, I was wearing this in the summertime. I don't think I even talked about this. This is one of those things, another easy reach, just spray it on, perfect for work. You know, one of those things, especially if you work in a space where you really can't wear super strong, projecting, kind of, you know, could irritate people. This is like that one where they wouldn't even know you were kind of wearing it because it reads more like, oh, that's their body wash, their lotion. You know, it feels like, oh, this is just their clean. This is another clean aesthetic. Clean aesthetic. I'm just saying, clean aesthetic. I should do a Serge Lutens clean aesthetic TikTok. Clean aesthetic featuring Serge Lutens. Boom, boom, boom. Yes. That's about to happen, just so y'all know. All right, so that is it for my Serge Lutens collection. Question, do you have Serge Lutens? I know some of my people do. Joss has Serge. Gabby from the Fragrantician has Serge. I'm pretty sure Veronica from Veronica Says has Serge. Yeah, I'm about to tag them too, just because. But anyway, let me know what you tried, what you like, what you love. Is this a house you like? It's one of the most inexpensive niche houses around. All right. Thank you, as always. Thank you, my hoes, for hanging out. It's your Lulu. Be bold, be brave, be fearless, be free. Talk to you later.